the printer. You know, when you're like supposed to do like print at 100%. I did not. So this does not fit by a lot. So I'll be redoing that later, I think. Oh, and you got a badge tray. Oh wait, which one is the badge? Is that the? Heck yeah! I don't know what badge that unlocks, but whatever it is a cool one. I hope. Oh my gosh. Wait, I did this before. Ah, there we go. Sometimes when I click in my emojis, it does not let me click out of it. It's kind of like a fun little trap. But yeah, how has everyone's Tuesday been? Oh my god. Also, you want to sit closer? Look at her stretch for her little toes. Are you reaching for your little toes? She is so cute today. And how amazing. Oh, Eva, that is so nice of you. I really appreciate it. Literally every single bit of knowledge I have is just an amalgamation of looking at DeviantArt tutorials, YouTube tutorials, following a bunch of talented creators. I really think there is no community quite like cosplay community when it's like people are there to show off their stuff, yeah, but they're also there to show off how they made it. That's like, they should the streamer the rest of Twitch. They're like, yeah. They're like, that's like a saltine for you. But you get a cool badge out of it. So, that's for sure, right? Yeah, I think like when people like to be sassy about it compared to like a different hobby, I'll be like, well, actually. Okay, I cut out the fabric for the skirt. I need to wait for this to calm down a little so I don't shrivel it. As you can tell, it's pretty wrinkled. I was cutting this on my floor. And I just recently put water in the iron, so it is equalizing itself right now. Oh my god, look how sweaty it is. But I'm feeling pretty good about the progress I've made so far. I'm feeling pretty confident that we can swing all these cosplays. I'm right now my main debate, so I'm patterning or changing up my pattern for Utena right now. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do, because I feel like most of the cosplays I see of her, people use black fabric. But in the anime, it's like a very, very dark navy. And then in the manga, it's almost like a royal blue in some lighting. Who be sassing you? Oh my gosh. Well, because like, for example, people that I know that do sewing know a lot, right? People that I know that do cosplay and sewing know a lot and are also very nice about teaching you usually. And then it's like the same thing for any other thing. Oh, and Eva, thank you for the resub. And then it's like the same thing for 3D printing too, right? Or it's like, well, I would say 3D printing community is pretty forthcoming in sharing knowledge, but I would say the people that do cosplay or miniatures are the most so from what I've noticed in online spaces. Triple threat. Triple threat. I know how to procrastinate. Drink energy drinks. I almost did 2 for that. Drink energy drinks and pet my cat. That's my threats. Yeah. I feel like half of cosplay crafting is just being like, let's see if this works. Oh good, it did. Unless you're like trying to sell patterns or something, then you have to make something in a structurally nice way. I was using up this fabric. I bought this for Skip Dorothea from Fire Emblem 3 Houses for her like underdress. I ended up not making her because I was like, you know what I don't want to do? Make an open back corset. But I've had this fabric for forever. I thought this project would use it up, but I have so much left of it still. So I might still have to make time skip Dorothea at one point. I do really like her. It's just a hard dress to make, large dress to store. Patterning this was kind of like strange. So you can't really see in the image below. So the character has like, it's kind of like, this is like her maxi skirt, but she has like white joggers on underneath. I don't know. It's like, it's a very fun little fit. Push this to the side. So I'm just doing it one layer, and then for the bottom layer, oh my god, look at Artemis. Are you trying not to see? Oh, you're so stretchy. See, it's whenever I'm like cutting fabric or actively sewing stuff, that's when she like pulls out all of the stops to be the cutest thing in the world. Okay, so we're gonna try to, I just kind of like guessed where the darts were with my heart and soul. So we're going to, I ended up also deciding I don't need to make a waistband. I'm just going to serge the top so it doesn't run. And to add to the chaos of this, so it only is going to attach to the side for like 4 or 5 inches. I really think I'm just going to close it with Velcro because I will not be bringing this to a convention. This is a photo shoot cosplay. If I wore this to a con, well, see, I want to have like fun adventures with friends in this cosplay. Like we like what do you call it? Go to a tea party or something, take photos there. Go to a castle, take photos there. But I wouldn't like bring it to a convention. Just because nobody would know what it is. I can only have so many of those cosplays. I already have a lot of those. Mom lost a sewing teacher when teaching her about EVA foam. Oh wow! Her sewing perfectionism was shocked, honestly. Wait until they find out that cosplayers sew with foam. Okay. And I kind of just had the darts on here randomly. So let's have them be a bit more structured. And we'll see if it fits. Otherwise, worst case scenario, we'll just change it up. This will be your face, right? I've seen people sew with Worbla too. They don't sew with the sewing machine though. It's with the like hand sew. But they'll like heat up the Worbla, sew thread through it for like attachments and stuff. Okay. So we got that. We got that. We have until there. It's so hard to find Worbla. Oh yeah, it's actually you'll probably not like hearing this, Eva, but I don't know if Michael's is an international chain, but Michael's, which is a craft store in the US, I think originally really wanted to sell cosplay stuff a lot. But I don't know, something made them change their mind. And they like liquidated all of their Worbla stock. I bought like 3 rolls for 60% off. I had a hem ruler somewhere. Keyword somewhere. Where would I put that? Let me pin the other one. I go to normal sewing stores here and they look at you funny and they ask, oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, when I've heard like how it's made, I guess it's like wood filler, question mark, and plastic mixed together. There was like this off-brand one on Amazon I used once that had like a higher percent of the wood filler. It was interesting. Choikin, so excited I saw you saw my cosplay. Oh, thank you, Choikin. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the lurk. Yes, I very much enjoy both of these things. This is, believe it or not, how I like to de-stress after a long day at work. Sprinting to go cut fabric on the floor. Okay, let me make sure this is relatively even-ish. Got an airbrush soon. Oh, nice! I don't know about you, but I live in an apartment, and having an airbrush is a huge game changer because you can like paint things indoors and not worry about suffocating like with spray paint. I don't know if you'd suffocate with spray paint. I'm actually not sure why it's bad for you. All I know is that it's bad for you. Hey Foxy, how are you doing? Yeah, right. Yeah, though I will say, definitely a huge learning curve. Still not an airbrush expert, unfortunately. Artemis, oh my god, literally like she keeps going like this and like peeking out at me underneath, which looked really threatening when I did it, but it's very cute when she does it. Clips too. And we're really fit to de-stress. Also rushing home. Ooh, do some crochet. See, that is one of the skills I watch on Twitch and have never attempted in real life. I'm trying to embroidery is like my next task for me to learn, because I want to start doing like adding beading and fancy gold work to cosplays. So that's the reasoning for that. Okay, needle in. Let's make a little baby dart. Wow, it really did not like this fabric. Okay, well now wait to serge the top of this so it stops fraying frickin' everywhere. I could have made more, like this, a skirt that had more panels, but I feel like I'd have to worry even more about it wrinkling. Alright, that's a fine little guy. We'll go over it once more, I think, just in case, because I also don't trust this fabric. It's not even, I think it's like, I'm trying to remember what it said, because I bought this in person, I didn't buy it online. I want to say it was like, what's the word for the fancy silk with the two tones? Dupioni? This was like 100% polyester imitation Dupioni, or if that's how you pronounce it. It does not look or feel like it, but it does look kind of cool because it has the two different colors. Mom loves a huge machine with large hoop. Ooh. Yeah, I really, I see like stores all the time now advertise to me. I mean, probably because I look up embroidery stuff that they advertise it to me, but like Etsy shops that'll do like little cute anime or just fandom patches. It seems like that'd be a really cute business to run. Okay, so we got one little dart in the side. Barely see her. Right? It's very light, which is good for this specific costume. Not good for a lot of things, but good for this specific costume. Thunderfox. Oh, no tongue twisters for me, I think. My brain is already tired enough from the day. Need to focus on my darts. Let's see, did that one turn out okay as well? Yeah. Because that was long though. Might have to do that a bit longer. Or is this the back or front? Hold on. How much dress up darling my brain is hit with? Must make a new costume. Oh, this is in the back, so I don't care if they're even. It could be uneven for all I care. Dress Up Darling is a very interesting watch. I hope it inspired more people to get into sewing and crafting. If you really like that show for the creativity part, you would really like Smile Down the Runway. I really like that show. It's basically Dress Up Darling without all the fan service, but keeping the romance. This watch Dress Up Darling had no context. Oh my gosh. What a show to get into with zero context. What romance? No, Spaceship only wants in-your-face romance. The characters are... The manga continues from the anime. Let me just say. Alright, so we got our back flap. Yes, I do have my pair of joggers to go with this cosplay. It's not on the mannequin right now. The main girl in Runway does look pretty cool. Yeah, it's, I think Dress Up Darling, because of the times that they came out, I think Dress Up Darling just kind of yoinked the concept from them. It's a really cute show. Only boob bag bouncing. Oh gosh. Hey Sam, how are you doing? All my coworkers are on vacation, so I'm gonna steal their. Please do. When I moved to a new office, I went to take my office supplies with me. This is like at the start of summer. I didn't realize that every office had the office supplies as part of it. So I felt really bad. My new coworker was like, yeah, my office is really empty. And then I looked in my new office and there was already copies of everything. I was like, oh, let me give these to you. Sailor Kitty. Oh my gosh, like day at the gym. Artemis? Artemis, you hear that? Let's see. Let's see if we can entice her. Sometimes she'll jump up on the table. Artemis, look. You see? Oh, she's yawning. It seems like she's debating her options. Where did I put the brush? If I was a cat brush, where would I be? I think the cat brush might be in the other room. We'll just have to get her on the table the old-fashioned way. Released half a year after, right? Versus Shonen Jump rivalry. Yeah, I literally looked up the dates of the manga release because I was like, this is so similar. That's really weird. Are you a sweet little lady? Can I pick you up? Oh. Oh. Do you want to be a kitty? A sailor kitty? No. Do you like fighting crime, Artemis? I put her in this outfit so many times when I had people over for the anime magic. I would literally, we'd just be like putting on makeup and we'd be like, we're bored. Let's see if Artemis wants to put on her sailor outfit. And then we just stare at her. Oh, do you know what camera's there, Artemis? Wow. She knows all the good spots. Watch Lightyear and I want to make a small astronaut cosplay for your cat. That would be really cute. Because I imagine, I don't know how you do like an astronaut helmet for a cat. Maybe you could just like have it only be in the back and then like have it be open, or just do like a little cone. And the cats stick their claws in the chair and get picked up. Yeah, they're like preparing for takeoff. Hey, Chaz. Artemis, do you like to fight crime? She does. She doesn't like to admit it though. We've been doing a lot of fabric shopping around for Sailor Moon stuff today. Got Sailor Moon on the brain. You were like deep breathing, Artemis. Sam, are you still here? Are you seeing the spoils of your reward? They put one on the cat in the movie, just focus on the chest piece. Oh, that's cute. Hey, no, don't attack my bow. Sometimes she'll bite the bow because she's mean. I want to keep the bow like that, Artemis. Don't be mean to the bow. Through Sailor soup. So the main, all like the white part is tricot, which is like, I mean, basically spandex. I really, really like the tricot that is sold from Fabric Wholesale Direct. Artemis's cosplay? Yes, Rue. Is she not so cute? So I use the matte tricot from Fabric Wholesale Direct. So I can link you guys if you want to see. Yeah, she looks like she's about to start bunny kicking me, but she hasn't yet. This is what I use for fukus. And then everything that's not stretchy on the fuku, I use matte satin. And then this Sailor Moon is, so this one is made out of neoprene, so it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a scuba suit. It's that same fabric. I was gonna make a cosplay out of it. I decided I didn't want to. So now I just have a lot of it that I can make cat suits out of. I was considering stretchy fabric for Cat Gravity Rush. I don't know if I'm familiar with that character. Is it for like made the persona cotton nose too tight of a fit? Sometimes people will make like, if it's you only want to make a single layer of stuff. Oh, she is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love that design. Yeah, I would probably want to go for something. I mean, you could do a spandex. You would have to like add some clear straps, I think, for support. Or now you're bunny kicking me. You could also do something like a two-way stretch fabric. So let me share with you the two-way stretch fabric that I really, really like. also from Fabric Wholesale Direct. If I can remember how to spell. Oh, she's biting her bow. Artemis, are you being... Oh my god, she got out of it. Did you not want to be in your costume anymore? You could have just asked. Like, Artemis, I would have taken it off right away. Ah! So I really like this if I need something that's like stretchy, but still has some structure to it. So I made my Zakuro costume out of this fabric. And I make so many cosplays out of this fabric because it's two-way stretch, right? So it stays really, oh, and it's very cheap too. That's also why I really like it. So it is kind of like, it's a fabric that's kind of like a windbreaker feel. So it isn't like, it's not the most comfortable feeling, but it looks really cool. It looks more expensive than it is. And it has a really good stretch one way, and then the other way it doesn't stretch at all. So you could even, for a bodysuit like that, the Gravity Rush one, you could even do like the front panels in like a stretch, two-way stretched taffeta, and then you could do like the side panels in like a way more stretchy fabric, like a spandex or a tricot. That's what they do for the Review Starlight stage musical outfits. Fun little fact. What was I just about to do? Oh, about to sew some more darts. She looms in the background. Okay, let's get these last darts going. Yeah, Artemis is just being a little smelly today. That's just the vibe, I guess. And we'll see if this works. Oh, I forgot to move the camera for when Artemis was sleeping. So when I mean sleeping, I mean in her costume. I don't know why I said sleeping. Rue, how are you doing today? How's your pre-castle week treating you? We will see each other very soon. I am also on part 3 of the Umineko visual novel right now. It takes a long time to play because I have to, for this part, every other screen I want a screenshot, so it takes a little bit longer to play than the other parts. It's a very long, thin dart. My Aether. Oh dang! I didn't realize you were gonna shoot Aether. Where are you getting it from? I wonder if there's anybody like in the area that has one you can borrow or buy. See an echo, I see pieces of every funny. Oh gosh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna shift this over to. Just because I was like patterning these just for kicks and giggles. How far is that? That's 1.5 inches. I feel like this ruler is getting very used looking. To find a little voiceover playthrough second lesson. Oh, that's really cool. I'm watching, or I have mine on my Steam Deck. I downloaded the PS3 mods. So it's in Japanese. So I can't multitask too much. But it's still, oh my gosh, playing it with voice is just like makes a tremendous difference compared to, oh my gosh, Artemis, you're so cute. Tremendous difference compared to it's completely silent. Okay, so we got that one. Let's get this one. Wow, that was really off center. Let me make sure I'm getting the skirt slit on the right side, because it would be awful if I did not. Okay, yeah, it's on her right leg. I went to try on my joggers. The joggers actually fit really nicely. I just got like pre-made spandex ones from online. Good stuff, good stuff. I feel like cosplaying Aether and Lumine is very nice because you could literally just, any Genshin cosplayer you can cosplay with. Like, oh, you're cosplaying a villain? Perfect. Still works. You're cosplaying an NPC? Still works. Cosplaying a random dog in the background? Still works. One of these days, I want to make a Lumine cosplay and then have the colors change out. But I think I'd need to wait to see what colors exactly. Well, I guess maybe we see in the visions. I think the colors just are the same as the vision colors, so maybe I wouldn't need to wait. Wow, it is really having a time with us. Out for boba still works, literally. Getting mac and cheese the night of the con still works. Sailor Evolutions, yes! So far, I have, we did like one shoot. I don't know how long it'll be to get pictures from that. But then the rest of I have a lot of pictures on my phone I need to edit too. Make either of the 3D printed parts, something like that. Other thing we use this one as a, yeah, I've always wondered, especially if you can get it cheaply. I wonder like what the process would be like for just like buying a pattern, seam ripping it, and then remaking it in nicer fabric. Unfortunately for me, my biggest problem with the pre-made stuff is torso length, so that would not be helpful for me. But for other people, it could be helpful, especially if it's like short torso, then you just have to shorten it. Yeah, I've been wondering if I should do that for, or attempt, because I think it'd be honestly really funny. I've never made like a YouTube video, like a long crafting video before. I feel like it'd be funny because I want to make a Evangelion plug suit. It'd be funny to like buy a cheap Zentai suit and then like make the pattern from that. Have a long Tuesday. Yeah, Eva, you get the struggle then, because it's like, what do you do with that? Because even like the larger sizes won't accommodate for the it's so yeah. It's hard having a, I don't even know what part of, is it a long rib cage? I don't know what makes you have a long torso, but whatever it is. Anyone over 5'4" knows the struggle. I kind of rushed through the end of JoJo Leon, so I need to reread it. I'm going to be talking about, found the one JoJo Leon cosplay that wasn't just the family. Wait, seriously? I want to see the, what's his face? The one that starts with the T? See, I really wanted to cosplay the first rock guy that you meet. I loved his vibe. But, I think that would top pretty high on the, like, characters that absolutely zero people would recognize. Oh, that's... I want to pull up, for anyone who's never seen the Evangelion designs. Yes, please do. Wait, so yeah, he was the stand. That's so cool. Because I feel like most of that costume you can also like pre-make or like buy pre-made, and then you just like add the spooky bits. What was the first rock guy's name? I don't remember. He had spikes all over though. Yotsuyu. I just really liked this look. It was just like kind of like a grandma carpet. Right? Like, isn't this just like the perfect mix of stuff you would find in your grandma's scrap fabric, but also just like spikes all over? I don't know how I would make that, but I loved this design a lot. Yeah. JoJo Leon just like has sick designs. But everyone always just cosplays what's her face? Now I'm just looking at JoJo stands. I don't know, if I were to ever cosplay a JoJo stand, like that's a question I've been asked before. I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of really cool ones. Yasuo, yeah, Yasuo. I was like, I could not think of Yasuo. Yeah, there's so many Y names that are in JoJo. I get them all confused sometimes. Zaplabs, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Me wondering if I have any left over in your grandma's fabric. Oh my gosh. You should, well, just get to part 8 of JoJo and then you should be perfect. You're doing some makers and crafting. What were you guys crafting today? We got some little Artemis toes to encourage us through the crafting today. Grandma's attic and garage. And you'd think that more people would do Gappy because like he has so many color designs that are really cute. They call part 8 and it's just you. I really wanted to do the mom at one point. I mean, I still do. And then, oh my gosh, I really need to reread it. It needs to be more fresh in my brain. Mitsuba, the nose one. Think such a good Gappy, everyone confused you with him. Oh my god. That, the one fan art that I have the Sailor Jolene, or the Sailor Moon Jolene one from, the Gappy on that design is really cute. Artist, are you just kicking my fabric for no reason? Alright, there the scissors go. I mean, I still think it's a dream of mine one day to have like a full Higashikata family photo, because I feel like that'd look really cool. I feel like people would just fight over certain characters and not the others though. Yeah, like the family photo, or like them just like sitting around the breakfast table. Okay, I always like joke with my friends that like certain, oh, I did that one backwards. Man. Well, at least I have the strings still in that. Wait, I did, yeah. Why is there interfacing on here? So it goes this way. Yeah, I was literally gonna say, I was like, there are certain cosplay groups that like, you would literally have to just pay someone to be the character that no one else wanted to be. My My friend Reagan, I love her so much, but she's very new to cosplaying. So she's not used to like the usual like silly cosplay, what do you call it? Intricacies? Just little silly little cosplay things. Because I feel like all the time people will be like, oh my god, I want to do this huge group cosplay. And then it's like all of the pretty female presenting characters get taken instantly. And then they're just like, for the next 2 months, asking people to be the quote unquote ugly characters. So I was joking with my friends the other day. I was like, there's this one Genshin character, so the Fatui's designs were all released recently. And one of the characters, I'm like, I should just make a cosplay of him, and then I would never not have a cosplay group in need of me. It's like the rooster one. Sometimes their costumes are just, right? That's when it like really sucks. You're like, or sometimes their hair just gets really weird with like, I'm not good at like prosthetics, or when I mean not good, I mean I know how to mildly apply a bald cap. That is the extent of my prosthetic. Is it the short man? Yeah, the Pulcinella. I have seen, I kid you not, 4 different people try to have Fatui groups, but it's just like only the pretty girl characters are taken, and they're like, oh my god, looking for a Capitano, looking for a Pulcinella. I'm like, well, you might stay looking. But I feel like it'd be a nice service where you could be like someone for hire. It's like a princess party, but you're like the fun, ugly character. That's my new business. That's how I'm gonna pay off my student loans. The temptation to take one for the team. My friend saw one. I think I was talking to them. I saw a Utena cosplayer. I was talking to them in front of the Starbucks. The entire time I was talking to them, I was like, in my head, I was just like, I'll be making that soon. Foxy, were you here on Sunday when we were starting the patterning for Utena? For the costume? And then my friend's Sailor Sylveon wig is literally gonna be my Utena wig. I just have to trim away more. Yeah, after I kind of get this skirt together, I think I'm gonna be hand sewing the tassels for the epaulettes. Yeah, I figured out what I want to do for the epaulettes, because I see a lot of people do fringe trim, and I see a lot of people do cording. But I saw this one picture on Reddit of someone that looked like they just did little burritos of fabric, and that's what it looks like in the anime, or in the manga too. So I think that's what we're gonna be doing. And then we're just gonna be consistent, and in my attempts of using up all of my Rhea fabric, we will be using the same fancy brocade fabric the whole time. Back, mission success, got caught by security. Oh my god. He's gonna get you dinner for Taco Bell? What do you get from Taco Bell, Trey? I feel like there's a Five Nights at Freddy's joke somewhere in there, but I have never played, so I don't know. And then the jacket, I went to print out the pattern that I had and I accidentally scaled it too large. So I reprinted it out. We're gonna have a go at it again. Oh, Foxy, because you're a big Utena fan, I want your opinion on this. Actually, let me get the fabric now. I want you guys to see in this lighting, because I've already taken a picture and sent to a couple friends, and I know what I'm leaning towards, but I want to get your guys' opinion on some fabric choices. So let me sew the start before I forget. And then I'll show you the fabric options we have for Miss Utena. Because the main debate, I see cosplayers for the most part, do black for her outfit, or for her top, which it looks black in a lot of the lighting. But in the art books, it's like almost a royal blue, and then in most of the like promotional images, it's a pretty solid navy. I was researching, they have like an official version of the outfit that they sold for like $1,000. But the official version was a pretty standard navy. Yeah, I was really looking to maybe use my leftover Barbara fabric, which I say leftover Barbara, but I use it for so many things. It's just like a navy stretch taffeta that takes up permanent residence on my sewing table. Radio, just unlock everyone's office, stealing their staplers. Oh my gosh. Crunchwrap Supreme and Baja from Blast Freeze. That, excellent taste. I love Crunchwraps so much. Okay, we got our front darts. Just be, I'm wearing my athletic shorts, but yay. Hey, Space Warfare. Also, hello, Solid Snipe. Let me pin this to the mannequin really fast, and then I'm gonna get the fabric for you guys to judge with your eyeballs. I think I need to make the mannequin smaller. Thank you, Trey. Once it's all sewn together and all the decals are on the skirt, like I'm super pumped. When I was trying on my pattern earlier, I was like, holy damn, it looks like I'm wearing a corset. But I am not. I just accidentally sewed the waist really small. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do with every cosplay now. No breathing allowed. Cosplaying adolescents. Oh, yeah. So maybe that's like the difference, where it's like, I mean, and I was thinking, I was just like, if it's blue and I'm like posing with someone who has a black one, like, it's just like, oh, different verses, different multiverses. Yes, let me get the fabrics I can show you guys to decide for you, Tenna. Please just supervise Artemis's feet while I go grab them. Artemis, are you allowed to stay still? All right, friends. So not going to be seen, but the inside of the jacket I'm gonna line in red, just for fun. It's a symbol in the front. Did you cut out the shape? So this symbol and these are heat transfer vinyl. And then the back has a little bit of it too, like this wing, which this was very, very difficult to iron on. I kind of do this chaotic thing when I'm putting on heat transfer vinyl over a curved surface, where I'll like kind of heat up the vinyl before I attach it on and then just kind of like stretch it over. Chaos, but it works. Okay. So for you, Tenna, this is in this specific computer lighting. This is a black stretch taffeta. You can see it in 2 different lighting. This is leftover from Beto and a couple of other stuff. Very black. This is some cape fabric for Miss Rhea / what I used for Barbara. So you can kind of see under direct bright lighting, very blue, but in like the standard lighting, it's very dark navy, almost black. And then the other thing, I don't know if I want to make it in a non-stretch fabric, but I also have leftover Uranus fabric, which as you can see in direct lighting is navy, and then on like this monitor looks kind of purpley. And then the accent pieces, last piece of fabric, hold on, show and tell moment. So because I'm going like a little fancy and not quite canon with the whites, I'm making the cords for the shoulder, the flounces underneath, and all of the white in the cuffs in this leftover fabric I have from Rhea, which just has like shiny crosses. So I was kind of thinking that the shine of this would look really nice, right? Because it looks pretty dark in normal daylighting. Like that looks pretty close to the anime. I'm like pretty torn between these two. I think the black's out. And then I should have pleather bias tape coming in. That'll be red. Shimmer fabrics pop over dark. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it look cool. The shorts are going to be pleather, stretch pleather. So it's just gonna be a lot of shining. Yeah, right? Isn't it? It's just like a cool sheen to it, even when it's sitting here wrinkled as heck. And I might use my Uranus fabric for like, I don't know, something Fuku related. Yeah, some of the screenshots are super light blue. There was like one art book picture where it was like so bright. Let me see if I have it pulled up. Yeah, the only one with the one closer to the camera is that it doesn't have any stretch to it. So the official version that like the anime licensed and released looks like this, which this is pretty much the exact shade of blue. That's just a cosplayer I liked. Let me see for more. Yeah, then like some of the art books, it's like very bright. Right, so I'm gonna see, I'm still figuring out the pattern, like how tight I'm going to make it. But I'm still, I mean, here it looks pretty close, but like here, it looks perfect. So I think I'm leaning towards this one. I also made the idol cosplays out of this as well. I basically am just gonna dye in this fabric. I make everything out of it. I love Utena so much. Makes all of the side characters I love also. I'm only allowing myself to watch it at the gym, so I will be watching it when I get to the gym tonight after stream. That's my way of motivating me to watch more of it. I've been in Yumeneko hell mostly for the past couple weeks. And it's hard because I've like had the anime spoiled for me. So like I know what happens, and I was watching AMVs for a very long time the other night. But it's just about actually sitting down and watching it unfold. Fair time for Anime X. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes when you're a little insomniac chaos goblin, that's what happens, unfortunately. I did not line up these darts anywhere close to each other intentionally. Yeah, I have a friend who said, so I posted the Sorta Dios to my story, and my friend messaged me that they were in the process of making an adolescence Utena design, and I was like, oh my god. I will buy a plane ticket to Canada just so I can see it in person. Yeah, I had a friend who was really into the series and basically like told me the whole thing. I think that's part of why the reason it took me so long to start it. Because, you know, when it's something that's really good, that's not how to convince people to watch it, right? You convince people to watch stuff by like sharing pretty art, making cool cosplays, etc., etc. You don't convince someone to watch something by telling them every major plot point. And there are a lot of very good Utena AMVs on YouTube. So at least you get to watch those. Yeah, when I'm at it's the perfect gym anime. If you're like someone who's trying to watch something and that no one's going to start up a conversation with you about. Because I feel like if I watch more recent anime at the gym, people will ask me about it. It's just because the ellipticals are like right in the front of everything. So I feel like I'm on stage. Even knowing whichever twist you got, it was really person did go through all of them. I mean, hopefully not. Pretty much for just the male characters is what they really. Your friend. Oh wait, there's a cosplay masquerade ballroom dancing theme after the movie Labyrinth. A white dress would be perfect for it. Oh my gosh. That sounds really cool. Little fun fact about Miss Weave is that, to the surprise of no one, I was a theater kid growing up, but mostly musical theater because I was primarily a choir kid. But because of that, I feel like the dance part of my brain is just wildly unused nowadays. Gotta like do a cosplay dance cover. Spread. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine anyone spoiling Monica in like that liked the series, you know? Because most of the people I know that have seen it and want people to watch it, like you don't spoil it so that people watch it. Yeah, it really sucks because like one of my favorite franchises of all time is Higurashi, but because of the Go and Sotsu ones coming out mildly recently, everyone starts with that now, and I'm like, damn, unfortunately the series is kind of ruined for you if you start from there. Thanks. I forget the name of the studio. They have high tea. Oh my god, I was literally just talking to one of my friends who also is making a Yumeneko cosplay. I told her that I was looking up all the places that do high tea in Chicago, and I was like, let's go dressed up as Yumeneko characters and spend $120 for a fancy lunch. That sounds like my idea of an excellent day. I don't know about you guys. Imagine spoiling someone on episode 10. If, I guess One Cubics people won't post. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think just because of, like, people on Tumblr, people would, like, spoil a lot of, like, the big episode 3 moment. That's episode 3, right? Because people wouldn't shut up making jokes about that. But other than that, I went into Monica pretty spoiler-free, thankfully. Oh yeah, so many mommy memes. And they're like, pretend they're being subtle about it, and like, they're not being subtle. I know what you are. On every single Kill la Kill moment? Yeah, that was big on Tumblr back in the day. I've never seen Yuri on Ice because I think I've literally seen every single clip of every single episode from being an active Tumblr user when it was airing. Had to wait a decade to forget all the spoilers and wanted to see you watch them blind. That's the way to do it, honestly. There are some animes that I probably watched in middle school and high school that I pretty much forgot what happens because it's been so long. It's crazy. I feel like this fabric it's not fun to sew, but I feel like it looks a lot more expensive than it is. It was like $2 a yard at the fabric store. They were like, please get rid of us. Please get this rid of I can't speak. Please take us. I feel like the fabric store near me, their prices don't make sense ever. So I bought denim fabric from them once that was like friggin' $24 a yard. And this is $2. It wasn't even thick denim fabric either. Maybe sometimes like the cashiers are, because it's run by a family. I wonder if it's just like sewn on the cashier who doesn't know what they're doing. Welcome back, No Spaceship. Alright, can't really see with the shorts on. Let's pretend don't have shorts on. That friend Boy Satsuki didn't spoil for you, social media did. Yeah, and then I'll probably just Velcro it on the side. Welcome back, Space Warfare. How do I want to do Velcro? Or I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, I'm just going to pin it to the mannequin. The mannequin I need to make smaller because none of my cosplays are fitting on it. But for now, she looks pretty cool. Just a little extra sliver. So yeah, I'm just gonna do bias tape running down the side. Yeah. And then I'll just be serging a lot of what goes in the inside parts. Oh, Himbo! Thank you for the raid! How are you guys doing today? She voiced Genshin, she doesn't, but she does voice. Ooh, Sailor Galaxia. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Rue. Once I have all the decals for the skirt in Procreate. It'll be a lot easier to do than the decal on the boobie was. What were you guys making and crafting today? For anyone new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I live next door, I do cosplay crafting. Right now we do chaos. Where is my, I had all these designs, oh there they are. So like all of the like fancy eagles, these are all gonna be, they kind of look like Akatsuki, they kind of look like Akatsuki clouds to me. So that was the one, go away. That was the one that's on the boob. These two will go on the skirt. Oh, this is the one I'm nervous about. It is freaking huge, and then all those on there. Just finished your Zeus cosplay from Thor. Oh, that's so cool! At FlameCons this weekend. That is really neat. Oh, I can't wait to stalk your Instagram stories. Actually finishing a cosplay before the con. You are elite among among us cosplayers. I think actually I'll be seam ripping this next part. So we were working on this right before. This is a Yumeneko character. I need to serge the inside of the stuff we just sewed because it is very prone to fraying. You sure shopping in the Cricut aisle? Now that I'm thinking about vinyl, don't buy Cricut vinyl. Buy Sizer vinyl. And I like to buy it from Happy Craft. I think Happy Crafters, is that the... I think that's the name that I buy from. But yeah, Sizer is like so much better price than Cricut. This is the website I find my vinyl on. But I actually need to seam rip all of these because I scaled my pattern too much on the printer and now it is too large. But yeah, I freaking love vinyl. If you like, wait, let me put on face cam. If you see all those rolls in like the back part, I have like two sets of roll holders. I use it so often, so often. Because I use the heat transfer vinyl and then I also use adhesive vinyl. I'll use that to like put backs on gems of stuff. That's what I do to, because I'll have all my gems be clear and then I'll just put the colored reflective vinyl underneath. Working till the day before I leave. See, that sounds like my con preparation usually. I think the fabric paint is easy, but it spills. Yeah, I get frustrated very easily with paint, especially if I'm like putting it on with a brush. And I just know that about myself. Sometimes you just gotta know your frustrations to know what you are least likely to do. Yeah, I had this freaking whole thing all patterned, and then I tried it on. I was like, why is this so big? Yeah, and then I checked my printing settings. I was printing it at like 110% or something. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you want this to be a tight military jacket, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, I won't have a con for a hot second. The next one's not till late November, which I will have. I'll be there with my Sailor Moon group. We'll be cosplaying on the Saturday of that convention. I'll need to make some uniform pants and a tie for Miss Uranus because we'll be doing school uniforms. I think I'm gonna bring Sailor Starfighter, provided that all goes well. There's, my friends do this Disney fairy cosplay group. I'll be joining them for one of the days. What other plans do I have for that con? Oh, yeah, I might fulfill my childhood dream of becoming an Akatsuki member. I might be bringing Sazori to that con. Deconstruction is fun, but time consuming. Yes. Class North, yeah! Daisho 2.0. But yeah, because I was saying like, oh, I should make an Akatsuki outfit, and then my friend posted a story being like, let's all do Naruto stuff, and I'm like, yes, please. Doesn't take twice to convince me. I actually own one Sazori figure. They had like a Nendoroid set of Sakura and Sazori that came out kind of recently. So I have that in its packaging staring at me. And then it came with like a little art thing. And I didn't know what to do with it, so I put the print on my wall. It's like a chibi version of the Chio Sakura Sazori fight. not my first choice of decor, but you know, when you're a Naruto fan, you don't have the highest standards. That's a summary of my life. I'm trying to think what else I would maybe bring to the con. That's really... Oh, I would maybe bring Jolene. That's already finished sitting in my house, though. Facts, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend it's a high art masterpiece, because it's not. But, you know, it doesn't need to be a high art masterpiece to have a significant amount of enjoyment from it. I could say that about a lot of animes. Do you guys ever have, like, friends who, like, when they tell you what their favorite anime is, it's, like, all, like, psychological, like, adult anime that are all really serious? I'm like, dude, like, you don't have to say that these are your favorite. You're allowed to like cringe stuff. In fact, it's actually encouraged if you're into anime. I don't have people call you 10 on deconstruction. Oh my god. Yeah, or they'll like, yeah, it'll all be just like, here are the top 9 animes on my anime list by score. And that just so happened to be my favorites. I'm like, I know what you're doing. Yeah, or like, there are some animes that I really love them. Might really not want to rewatch them though. I'm like, watching it once is good enough for me. The fact that, though, that I found, there was an artist, I've seen her at the past few cons. So C2E2, hi sweetie. Anime Magic, what other con have I been to in between? Oh, and Hallmat, she was there too. Had a freaking Serial Experiment Lane print in the year of, well, it was 2021 when I saw it the first time, but I was like, I don't even know they made Lane prints. What a world to live in. Present day, present time. Artemis, please get your head out of my bag. Ronin Warriors is trash anime. That sounds familiar. Artemis, you're being cute over here. Oh my god. Wait, so that's... We got Lane, we got Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Is that Parasite? That's the top, the one on the far right? Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Also, this is my random controversial opinion, I guess. I've tried to watch Mushishi a couple of times, but it's kind of in the same camp as Violet Evergarden for me, where I really don't consider myself someone that needs a lot of fast-paced action to enjoy stuff, but oh my god, I would fall asleep watching it every single time I tried. For both Violet Evergarden and Mushishi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Booty, how are you doing? Trey, please eat your crunch wrap and think of us. And think of what an excellent Taco Bell order you have. Butter my biscuits, Shinji. No worries already in. A nap is also very good. Look, Artemis is getting some sleep in. Are you a sweet lady, Artemis? There's this one, like, leftist anime group that I'm in on Facebook, and one of the admins, I'm, like, obsessed with her. And she'll, like, roast people's 3x3s sometimes if it's, like, all the pick-me stuff. Oh, you're in the hospital waiting to be seen. You know, I just got that. Yeah, that took me a second. That took me a second. Took me a second to see. When to pull puppy and also teething. My hands are, oh no. She's just getting the best attention. Yeah, Foxy, the other term that I've heard people refer to some animes, I don't think it would apply to all of those, but I've also heard the term like Discord mod anime, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I roast myself because half the anime I like would be considered some of those, but Ruby's gotten big sister mode, has gotten really all protective over her. That's cute. No spaceship, you probably wouldn't want to know what animes are on that list. It's a lot of slice of life ones. Artemis, explain it. A lot of the ones that would fall into the category of like Discord mod anime would be like kind of like self-insert wish fulfillment animes, if I had to like paint a broad stroke, where it's like shaggy black-haired protagonist, harem of women, but like still like a well-made anime, just that fact alone puts it in there. You might have been playing Sims all day. Ooh, the Japanese DLC, that sounds cool. It doesn't mean necessarily bad, because you can have like a well-made Discord mod anime, I feel like. But it's like a specific kind of like when it's meant to appeal to men that see themselves in the main role, or like that's the key to the widespread appeal. Little anime philosophy to finish off the night. Are you in therapy? Yeah, made in 2007. The second has a follow-up next week too. Oh wait, good news for a job. I missed the first part of the joke. I thought that was part of Invisible Ink. I have 4 job interviews this week, and the first one already offered you a position. A 3x3 each slot is the same kind of isekai. Oh my god. You could literally make one where if it's just with the isekai that gets released every single year. There's so many that get released. Let me see. Let me see if there's funnier examples than the ones I can think of. I like making animes because I've seen power, but like for me, Sega Sama, I feel like it's such that I feel like the term pick me started out as meaning one thing, and now it just means a lot of really broad stuff and a lot of really specific stuff. Google did not have anything that was funny. I don't want to like roast someone's specific favorite anime though. Maybe I'll DM you some of the ones that I can think of. Oh, this is real, even hired. Is there a pun? Okay, I'll roast my little brother then. My little brother's favorite anime is Re:Zero. Granted, I've never seen it. It doesn't really seem like it would be my type of thing, so I just never watched it. But that one gets roasted a lot as being one. Log Horizon is your isekai. I'm trying to think of my favorite isekai. I really liked Executioner's Way of Life last season. Or like Komi Can't Communicate is another one that gets... But I've also never seen that one. So I'm giving examples that I know you would know, but I've never seen. It's real. Wait. Sorry, no spaceship. I mean, hey, you only have to worry about like teenagers on TikTok making fun of you, because those are the only people I've seen making videos about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm like half the stuff that I'm really into can be very cringe. That's all right. The world is called Mount as Japanese culture. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I've never seen Komi either, so. For all the power fantasy reason, yeah. I've seen a lot of slime cosplays recently. I think that's starting to be like my new anime, that if I see a cosplay I don't recognize, I like assume that it's from there. Usually I assume Azur Lane or a Fako. That's usually what I assume if I like don't recognize a character at a con. Oh my god, 60, that's a lot of characters. Yeah, I think no spaceship, that the reason kind of like the term really started is because people will like make fun of shoujo anime and manga a lot. So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna make fun of you guys that are making fun of us. And I think that's how it originated. What do you think, Artemis? You want a little blanket? Donju Meshi cosplayers? I will look that up. I feel like I have read my anime list of this. The characters look cool. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Wait, what is... There's some cute little artist drawings from this. Huh. Noted. Do you ever think of how many animes have been released, or have been announced, but have not been released? I think the Madoka movie was announced like 2 years ago. All right, one last seam to rip. We got this. Hey Artology, how are you doing? Waiting on Pop Team Epic. Wait, I didn't realize that Pop Team Epic Season 2 was announced. Yeah, we're still waiting on Chainsaw Man, still waiting on the Walpurgis, I can't pronounce it, the Madoka movie. What else are we waiting on? The Sailor Moon movie. There's more. I was like looking through my list of like stuff that I had on my plan to watch that didn't have an estimated date, and there was a lot. Oh, they announced like a Nier Automata anime, Mob Psycho 3 next season, yeah. Oh gosh, what is this? Is that you buying all the manga? LOL. That is me with all of my, once you start buying art books for series that you like, it's really hard to stop. That's what I really like to splurge on. Commission orders for cosplay costumes. I used to, but kind of now with my jobs, I don't really have enough free time to do so, unfortunately. I know one Twitch creator who I believe she does ongoing commissions. If you want to look into a very talented commissioner, Aria's done designs. I think that's actually what she does full time. Thank you, Artology. I appreciate it. Let me see if Aria has her. I think I have her on Instagram. Yes, let me paste her link in the chat. Boop. All right, Artemis, do you like your little blanket? It looks good. Are you a sweet little lady? She's really slow blinking quite a bit. You guys know that thing where like cats are supposed to slow blink at you to tell you that they love you, so people like you do it back to your cat to tell your cat that you love them? Oh, you got it digitally. I mean, hey, that's a way to save room too. Artemis, are you a cute lady? I want to blink slowly at you. She's looking away from me so she can't even see. So rude. Okay, what was... Oh, I was going to sew the tassels for Utena. Oh, I had portioned out all these little burritos of fluff. But then I put them in a bag and they all got mushed together. I surged all of these the other night and it took so freaking long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these are for the tassels. What do you think, Artemis? She licked her toes in response. That's a good sign. Get my thimble out too. Yeah, I was planning on being able to do some hand sewing at work. That absolutely did not happen. Man, get close to finishing all the things I needed to do today. I don't know how I want to keep the fluff in the thing though. Delicious, we eat 4 of them. Have to be good and eat only 1. Wait, 4 crunch wraps? Is that what you're talking about? I think I tap out at 2 crunch wraps. So my friend showed me this. I'm not a vegetarian, but I am not super fond of ground beef and things. So my friend showed me that they get the crunch wrap, but they get potatoes, sub potatoes, and it is so freaking good. It is so good. Please try it at least once in your life. Okay. So now we're making the little tassel burritos. Let me wrap this and see if that is not how I want it to be. Oh, I had it so I'd have like it in the long side. I think this is too much fluff. We will quickly find out. Hey Slug, thank you for the follow. Physically eat too, my taste buds were like more. Yeah. Yeah, I would Uber Eats Taco Bell. I thought every once in a while, but then I got a notification that was like, oh, you're one of Taco Bell location's biggest fans. Here's a badge. And I was like, I can't order from this place now that I have a badge that I'm their top fan. Okay. So this would be the thickness of it. I think that looks good. It'd be like sticking out. Oh, like that. Actually, I should probably switch to white thread so I can top stitch the top part, and then I'll just stitch up the back. The only character pairs up with the main character, and that's, I don't know if there's a character I see myself as the main character. Usually I'm like a mean side character identified type of person. You know, we all have like our tropes that we always fall for the same type over and over. That's usually mine. Or like, I really fall in love with characters that have mental breakdowns. That's my favorite type. Like unhinged moments. But I also do watch a lot of psychological stuff. We'll try them. Please do. Please try the potato crunch wrap and report back. King shit. Oh my gosh. I think everyone should. Like, for example, I'm trying to think like a good well-known example. Sayaka from Madoka. Oh, freaking love her arcs so much. Hey City Lives, new here, interested in what you're working on. We're working on a couple different things today. So we were working on this skirt for this cosplay before. It's a cosplay from a game called Human Echo. And right now I'm working on a Utena cosplay. And she kind of has, it's like a very stylized look. So right now I am making like these little tassels that are gonna come off of her epaulettes on the shoulder. So I'm just hand sewing these together so that they look nice and clean, and then I'll top stitch the top closed. I don't think I'll have to worry about the polyfill coming out. I think just by like having it all wrapped up, it'll stay pretty close. Are you into cosplay at all, City Lips, or? Okay, do I have white thread near me? I do. Lurking Locks, I'm enjoying The Sims. Oh, no worries. The Sims is something to be enjoyed. Yeah, for the most part, I make all of my cosplays. Sometimes I'll make them, like I'll alter existing clothes. Like, I buy a shirt and alter it. But for the most part, I make them from scratch. Just because I really enjoy the crafting process, and I have had a bad experience buying pre-made cosplays that fit me correctly. So that's kind of how I fell into it. Performer, so I alter. Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's very, very similar to exactly what cosplayers do then. Yeah, I have like a longer torso, so usually a lot of the pre-made cosplay stuff is in Asian sizing, which doesn't really work for my torso usually. Oh yeah, when something fits right and it's just like, I also really like being in control of what the fabric is, because it can make such a huge difference. Like, for example, these little tassels are just plain white in the original, but just because I'm trying to get rid of this fabric, we're using like this really cool, it's made out of a bunch of little crosses is what the design is. A sewing tutorial thing. I don't know if I'm like qualified enough to do sewing tutorials, because I haven't been sewing for super long. Everything I know I pretty much have learned from a mix of YouTube and following other cosplayers on Instagram. So I feel like I would explain something incorrectly. Okay, so that's stitched up the back. So it's just a little tube. We're gonna stitch that closed on top. This is not for Eva, but for the Utena cosplay. Fabric can be very tricky. So like when I first started sewing, I would just Google like, what do you use this fabric for? Or like, what do you make a bodysuit out of? But now that I've kind of become like a lot more comfortable kind of getting creative with fabrics, I'll usually decide primarily on how much stretch I want. Like if I want something to be stretchy all over, if I want it to be a structured fit, if I want a mix of that. And then once I think of stretch, then I kind of go for like fun designs or fun textures. Like it's really fun to like add, like instead of plain white, add like this little fun brocade design. Or like instead of plain spandex, using like a hologram spandex. Like you can have a lot of fun with it that way. And I'm just gonna pin these on here as I make them. Big old tassel. I think I want to do some, let me get some spray check. Just to seal the edge. Oh, sorry, Artemis. The right kind of fabric to make my outfits. Performance make me a little bit worried about patterns, how hot it'll. Oh yeah. Yeah, fabric can be really overwhelming. I get almost all of mine from this website called Fabric Wholesale Direct. I can link it if you want to just kind of like peruse it. They do a pretty good job of like showing videos of them moving around the fabric, which I really like. But when I first started cosplaying, I think I got everything from Joann's. You were so cute, Artemis. You were so cute. Ooh. Dang. Oh, I'm gonna get some water really fast, because I forgot to get some. What do you think, Artemis? What's great? Do you cut or trim your wigs? Yeah, so that's actually it's like the bangs are styled and everything, but the main body of the wig, I kind of did this fun thing where I add like highlights by adding little strands of lighter wig hair into an existing wig. That way it like, I don't know, looks kind of fun that way. The color looks more blended out. Yeah, I think wig styling is what I primarily really liked for cosplaying. Wig styling first, sewing second. Hey Kiki, how are you doing? Kelly the Kit Kat clan chatter. Oh gosh. I don't think Artemis has ever gotten food spilled on her. Have you, sweetie? She's like, don't touch me while I'm sleeping, Mom. Time for another little fabric burrito. Artemis is a little over 4 years old. I adopted her in 2018. It's like making a burrito. That is what this process is like. Got me a wig on to go to a hat. Huh. Yeah, I think that as long as you're all right with it not being, I really like to reuse my wigs for different stuff. So that's the only thing I would like first think of when I think of gluing a wig to a hat. Okay. That looks good. She gets all over her face in. Oh gosh. Yeah, I do not feed Artemis leftovers. I don't think she would know how to handle herself. flipping over the back seam, and we'll do the same thing again. Just making a little fabric tassel. Only gets cat food. She's so greedy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Artemis she'll get like access to dry food most of the day. And then daily she gets wet food once a day. She begs for it every second, feels like sometimes, but she'll have her vet appointment on Saturday, which I'm sure the vet will tell me that she needs to eat a little less. She's just been living the life, munching away. Are you a sweet, pretty lady, Artemis? You are. Oh, Cityless, thank you for the follow. Makes can opener noise. Oh my gosh. See, I don't use a can opener. The ones I have like a little lid on it that just pops right off. Perfect for if you are lazy like me. 5/10. Oh wow. Yeah, I think the only human food that Artemis will go after is she'll like to go for fast food straws. She doesn't see them too often though, because I really only get soda from like fast food when it's Taco Bell. Just thought I'd meet you, have you back. Of course, it was great meeting you, City. Have a good rest of your night. Hope to have you back. Alright, and then there's that. We got our second one. I feel like the surge at the end actually adds like a little bit of dimension to it. The paint job's gonna be sick. Yeah, you've been like printing away and it's going to be so cool to see it just like all come together and be painted. Artemis, are you rejecting my gift? She just wanted to lay down more on the fabric, I guess. Still getting fabric? Oh, nice. Let's check you guys to keep her in the other room. So you're really good share. Oh my god. That's funny. Oh, I love how these look. Like, this looks exactly like her things in the anime. Are you a cute girl, Artemis? Yeah, this fabric can be very tricky to machine, so serging it was not fun. Add a little fray check so it doesn't get ruined. It kept like warping as I was serging it. Ugh, it was awful. Give my mother cat a bath, she had flea. Oh, just do the dawn. I've never done a dishwasher or dish soap bath. But they like, that's what they use for oil spills, right? Is that the dish soap that has the, like the ducks on the front? My friend was reacting to my story. I didn't realize till like after I had already sewn the Eva cosplay. I'm like, this silhouette's like exactly Ningguang's. I should have held on to the pattern and like, I don't think I myself would want to cosplay Ningguang, but I have a couple friends I'm sure would want at least a started pattern for it. I feel like white-haired characters don't really suit me. Mannequin specific. Right now it's kind of display purposes. So I bought this mannequin a couple of years ago, and some of the measurements on it are to my size, but just the way that it is, I can't really get it to my exact measurements. One of these days I'm gonna save up and get like a pinnable mannequin, like the like squishy ones that are made closer to your measurements, but for now it's mostly kind of display. My hair now is almost white. It is, it's like the same color as the wall behind me almost. Make a meme about Kelly. Oh, why not? Make my cosplay do the walk-up. Nice! You got this, Kiki. Mock-up's the hardest part. Oh, did she make one with the like bootstrap fashion one? Because I know people that use those and then they'll like put it on a lamppost. Yeah, I think those are the ones I've mostly seen. It's like you input your measurements and they'll plop out a pattern for you. Is your wife the one who has like the closet full of limbs, or is that her friend? I forget who posted the story. Why is this not going through? Okay, I was gonna say, I think it was your wife's friend that I like followed around the exact same time. They're like, here's my closet of limbs, and it was like all these like arms and legs that they use to pattern. Like what a statement closet to have people over that don't know anything about cosplay, or just like, yeah, let me show you my limb closet. Yeah. Which mannequins took on my size? Yeah, the adjustable ones come in like different size ranges. The one that I have behind me, so I think the problem that I run into it is that the measurements, it's under petite, but I also think the torso length is kind of short as well. So maybe that's where I would run into it, where it wouldn't be super adjustable for me. Add a duct tape. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, duct tape sounds very cool, but very stressful. Every time I make a duct tape pattern, I'm like, please, dear God, let my sweat not ruin this. Okay. We actually might have the ones facing this way to be on the side going this way. Did I take money for foam patterns? Yeah, I'll do that for, because right now I kind of have like a bodysuit base pattern that is pretty tried and true for me, but every single time I make like socks or boot covers, that's what I end up doing. Though I was able to reuse my Beto socks to make the Zakuro boot covers. Artemis, are you sleepy and lazy? She is. Oh, let me see. I want to see your wife's alloy post. me typing with one hand thinking that that was gonna work. Let's see. Thank you, Space Warfare. I appreciate it. Ooh. Dang. This costume is gonna look so cool once it's all together. I do not know much at all about Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'm learning through watching this cosplay being made. Once these are all attached to the epaulets, they will stick a lot nicer. Right now they're just kind of free pinned. But yeah, that's pretty much exactly how like I wanted them to stand out and look. I need the batting on this one to be a little thinner. Stuck my finger a little bit. Yeah, this fabric, I'd be very glad to be rid of it so I don't have to look at it anymore. It's not fun to sew at all, but that's part of the beauty of the stash busting project. Okay, time to sew up this one now. Oh, I just realized, did I ever fix the tag thing? I don't think it did. I also just realized by looking at my settings that I forgot to update the go live notification. So just for 2 streams in a row, I got to have the same monster joke. Getting new costumes is good. Getting rid of old fabric's golden, right? Exactly. I feel like it's like the second wave of learning how to sew. First you learn to sew and you buy a bunch of stuff. and then you're like, oh wait, I need to get rid of all this. I don't have space for an entire store's worth of fabric to just sit around. Yeah, I don't really know how the new tag system works. So is it like every single tab is a custom tag? You know, these are too thin to be burritos. These are like taquitos. That's the word I was trying to think of. Which I don't even know if I've ever eaten one before. The only ones I've ever seen are like the frozen ones, which I don't imagine compare to real life ones. Make sure. Okay, these are all good. Make sure I don't sew too deeply so that it still keeps its little hot dog shape. Your weight goes up and down, like body weight? Artemis demanding belly rubs by continuing to stretch right in front of me. I originally patterned out, I mean this little belt thing is in the way on this cosplay, but I think I patterned out to be 3 in the front, 1 on the side, and then 3 in the back. I might have it like fall kind of more in the front and not be like exactly on the side. Like that. And I can always make these shorter if I don't like how long they are. Yeah, I definitely know that like when I'm making patterns for stuff, I'm like, okay, I have to make sure I'm not like making this pattern on a day where I'm coming off from one of my frozen pizza days. Like, I need to make sure I'm at the size I'm gonna be at the convention. Which sometimes it's hard to be like, yeah, right now, this is the time to pattern. rolling over. I wonder when attempt number 2 of the epaulets is going to be. I want to say that could be tomorrow. I was going to look to see if I could find like a 3D file. Then I read Reborn as a Vending Machine. Any backstory as to what that is? Or is it truly just isekai but as a vending machine? So it's a series, so there's more than one. So is the main character a vending machine? How does that play out? I watched that one anime in high school with one of my friends, the Akikon, where it's like, I genuinely forget what the main concept of what they did was, but it was all the characters were like humanized versions of vending machine drinks.
Thank you for the stream.
Oh gosh. Space Morpher's like, let me cheer right after you say the main characters as vending machine drinks. Thank you for the cheer, Space Warfare. I always appreciate having you here. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Get some sleep. In an ideal world, I'll be finishing these two cosplays up this week. And then next week, I'll hopefully be working on Sailor Starfighter stuff. Though I still need to order the fabric for them, so that might be put on pause. We might work on some Raya stuff instead. Oh no, I got a knot. That's no good. Let me knot that up and try again. Artemis, are you licking your belly for no reason? Okay, at least the part I already did got saved. Oh, I just saw the thing now. Protagonist who, after being crushed to death by a vending machine, gets reincarnated as a sentient vending machine. I was reading a Sailor Moon article the other day. I don't know if this is still a thing, but I guess in Japan at one point, they'd have like alcohol vending machines that just anybody could use. So there's this panel of Sailor Jupiter just like buying a beer from one of them. It's an article on Sailor Jupiter.